Welcome back to Monarch Smart TV, everyone. And if this is your first time here, go ahead and subscribe and turn them notifications on so you do not miss a content. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. We're trying to get to 10,000, and we appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel if this is your first time here. If you haven't subscribed, even if you've been here before and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you could help your boy trying to get to 10,000. Okay, so I'm still fascinated with this story about Donald Trump getting fined $355 million for civil fraud trial in the city of New York, in the state of New York. All right, so we checking out CNN. You already know CNN is against Donald Trump. So we have a businessman on here, and we have them asking this businessman a few questions about what he think about what just happened to Donald Trump. So I'ma just kick back. I'll give my little hints, my little statement here and there as we both listen to see and hear what my man have to say. But as far as I know, New York gonna take a hit on this one. So let's listen to what my man have to say, right?
Well, let's bring in the chairman of O'Leary Ventures, Shark Tank Judge Kevin O'Leary. Kevin, so good to see you this evening. I mean, let me just jump right in here. Last time you and I spoke about the possibility of what the fine could be in this case, we now know what it is. It's more than $350 million. That's a huge financial hit, and I'm wondering,
Definitely.
Where is he going to get this money?
Actually, it's closer to $500 million with a 9% interest, assuming
True.
It'll take 18 to 2
Wow.
years
Hold up.
to actually settle this in an appeal, which...
Hold up. He said it's going to be close to $1 billion with the 9% interest that the judge put on it. Wow. I see, a lot of people don't even know that. Only thing they see is the $355 million, and they thinking that's it. But no, it's another 9% that they place on top of that. So my man says it's going to be close to $1 billion. Wow.
I think it should be appealed. He'll work hard to raise it. I think he can do it. But I don't think this case is about Trump anymore at all.
No,
because
sir.
you heard the governor of New York come out yesterday and say, look, everybody, don't be scared about doing business in New York, because the only people we prosecute are people like Donald Trump who don't behave well. That didn't go over very well with the investment community because we're all asking each other.
What? The only people, this is what the governor of New York said, right? The only people that we prosecute is people like Donald Trump. People that don't act right. Yo, so you tell him, so how that's supposed to sit good with other businessmen? It's the same way whenever a businessman come to New York and do business. If y'all found out that he voting for Republican, y'all could just turn on him and do the same thing to him. Yo, y'all is crazy.
Who's next? This was a victimless crime. Nobody lost any money.
Exactly.
And a judge out of nowhere put on a $355 million penalty. I mean, who's next? So if you think
Kevin,
about
before I don't want to cut you off, but I hear about the so-called victimless crimes, but the laws on the books, falsification of business records in second degree, issuing false financial statements, insurance fraud, conspiracy, and all these different aspects of it, those are actual crimes. I take it your point is that these should not have been prosecuted.
Whoa, let's pause this. Let's check out the actual crimes that she claimed these are actual crimes. Okay, let's check them out. My good folks, my good people. Falsification of business records in the second degree. Forget about in the second degree. They just hike this up because it could be first degree, second degree, third degree, fourth degree, third degree, and anything below that is probation. Anything higher than that, they trying to talk about time behind bars. But check out the crime. Falsification of business record. Huh? What kind of crime is this? Falsification of a business record? Huh? I haven't done any business with the state. How y'all know my records is falsification? None of my business partner never came up and told me none of my business papers. I got lawyers behind all of this. Check out the next one. Issuing false financial statement. To who? Who did I issue false financial statement to? Everybody that I did business with is happy. So who are these people that I issue false financial statement to? And check out the next one, insurance fraud. Insurance fraud? How? So you know how they come up with the insurance fraud. They claiming that because these business wasn't right, the numbers wasn't right, so the insurance that you're paying is not right. That's how they trying to, cause it's not a insurance company that said Donald Trump fraud us. None. And then the next one, conspiracy. You already know what conspiracy is. You know that you committed these crimes and you didn't snitch on yourself. Yo, these people are sick. Where is the crime? Remind you, all the business partners that he did business with are happy. They make money, he make money. So how could these papers, these records could be falsification and issuing false financial statement to who? Who are the victims? Who life got lost? Who got fraud out of their millions? Everybody make money.
Cuted?
Well, my point is there's never been a case like this in 75 years. Everything you just listed off is done by every real estate developer everywhere on earth in every city. This has never, ever been prosecuted. But here's the real point that people in New York should concern themselves with. You can put your money anywhere. I'm a real estate developer. Do you think there's a chance I would ever take a chance on New York again? New York is turning itself into a flyover state. I have to build data centers now. I'm not going to go to New York. New York has power. It's got fiber optics. It's got Niagara Falls. But no, we're not even thinking about it. We're going to places that have the exact same thing, where we have rational governors that have never done this to investors. This is about New York and its people. If I were in New York today and I was living there, I would ask myself, maybe we should hire better management. Why is this happening to us? Why are we becoming a flyover state? Why are investors concerned about putting their money there?
But shouldn't you ask that? Wouldn't those people also be saying, first of all, I do wonder how many people take issue with the idea that every investor is engaged in falsifying business records, and every investor is engaged in what has been accused of Donald Trump and the Trump organization. Because there's probably a lot who are saying to themselves, I've never falsified my business records. I know what a square foot looks like. I know what I can ask for and what I have the money to support. So I wonder to what extent that really is true. But on the second point, wouldn't there be many companies who would not want to do business or loan money to people like yourself or investors if they know that they can get away with fraud and there's no recourse to protect them?
What fraud?
Excuse me, what fraud? This is not about Trump anymore. When you get a developer that builds a building and he says it's worth $400 million and he wants to borrow $200 million from a bank, which happens every day, everywhere on earth, including every American city.
Yes, sir.
Every developer is an entrepreneur. They shine the light on their building and they say it's worth 400. The bank does its own due diligence, as was done in this case, because they're very good at it. The banks are very good, and they say, no, it's worth 300. We're only going to loan you 150 million. That haggling has gone on for decades. That's how it works.
Yes,
and then In this case, even, the bank that was supposedly defrauded testified and said, we didn't lose anything. We want to do business with this guy again. We'd like to. But the judge said, no.
You hear that? Folks, my good people, everybody that's listening, I want y'all to share this video. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I don't care if you're a Democrat, a Republican, an independent. Y'all need to hear this. Y'all need to hear this. Donald Trump, the people, the banks that he did business with, they was in court. They testified and said nothing was a fraudulent. Everything was good. We made money. Everything was good. And yet still, the judge saying no. We still going to find him $355 million. It was not good. I don't care if you say it's good, even though it's you and him did business. To me, that business was not good. So we're going to find him anyway.
No. Let's penalize this developer for $355 million. And if we're going to do that, let's penalize all the developers all across America. They've all done the same thing. All of them should go to jail, and we should stop building buildings. That's what the message is from New York.
Facts.
Even the governor herself is concerned about what this looks like to investors all around the world. It's not just U.S. domestic. All around the world, people are talking about what happened here. You really think people want to invest money in New York after this? How about we go somewhere else?
I think there are people who would. I don't want to cut you off, but I want to converse with you instead.
You just did.
It's only because I want to have a conversation,
you know what?
Kevin,
I respect
as opposed
you
to just having you tell me.
You're a lawyer. You're a lawyer. You understand exactly what I'm talking about.
I gotta tell you, I'm respectable for a number of reasons, Kevin O'Leary, but being a lawyer is one of those issues.
Rude.
But I'll tell you, when I hear your conversation, and I do want to converse with you about this point, I understand that there are legitimate concerns that were raised during the trial and will continue to be raised about who the quote unquote, who is actually bringing the suit. It wasn't the banks who were saying that we as consumers or unsophisticated feel this way, but Letitia James, the Attorney General, and I know you want to expand beyond Trump, has suggested, well, it's about making the playing field level for those who are not the major and billionaire investors, but for those who are supposed to put business records out there, want to get a loan. The idea of making sure that they have to have the same true statements included as those who have a lot more money. Is there any weight to that for you?
I asked you who lost money, and I'll make it even clearer. You and we're developing a data center together, and I say to you, we can go to New York, where this just happened. It's your money now. You're now an investor, and you're taking risk. You're an entrepreneur with me, right beside me. We're together on the deal. Or I can show you Oklahoma, North Dakota, West Virginia, where the governors actually ran businesses. Let's go there, where this never happened before. They have power, they have permits, they've got legislation that's supportive of entrepreneurship. Why would we go to New York? Why take the risk? My only point is, did we just diminish the great state of New York and the great people of New York? And shouldn't they ask for better management so they don't become a flyover state?
They just
Remember,
did.
New York has the highest taxes in the country, the worst regulatory environment, and it's incredibly mismanaged. And I'm pointing out now, on top of that, you get this insanity, a victimless crime. And forget about Trump. It's not about Trump. I don't care about Trump in this. I care about America, and I care about entrepreneurship, and I care about democracy and the fairness. The judicial system is now being criticized. People are asking themselves, the bar of New York, is this judge rational to charge $355 million in a case where no one lost any money? Is that good for the people of New York? Should the people of New York wake up to this and say, what's happening to us? Why is this becoming so perverse? Why are we the focus of this injustice? And I had nothing to do with Trump. I'm not supporting Trump. I'm supporting American entrepreneurship. And New York is slowly becoming the #1 loser state in America. I'm sorry, that's what's happening.
Well, that's news to the city that doesn't sleep. But I'll tell you what, the governor has said that legitimate business operations have nothing to worry about. I, as an attorney, am looking at this issue, wondering what the appeals process will look like, because they're going to delve into that very topic that you have raised. They're going to talk about perhaps the novelty of this being, as you described, not brought on behalf of, unsophisticated consumers who may have been duped, but decisions made by loan entities who wanted to engage in business with this particular organization.
Let me
That'll
put
be
up my
really important.
hand.
Go ahead, put your hand up.
I want to put up my hand and ask, Governor, who's next? Who are you going after next?
You want your hand up for that, Kevin? Put your hand down if that's the question. What do you mean?
Every entrepreneur in New York is saying, am I next? Who's next?
Exactly.
Well, let me ask you this, because you don't want to talk about Trump, but I have to ask you, because you're a businessman who likes to talk about licensing. Do you currently own, or will you be buying one of these gold sneakers?
Thank you. No, it's very expensive, very expensive. But you have to hand it
That's
to the
expensive?
branding.
Okay.
You have to hand it. I collect watches, 2 of them right here. I'd rather buy a watch.
You have 2 watches? Okay, well, you know what time it is. All right, fine. Kevin O'Leary, I'll let you and your 2 watches go. We'll talk again. There'll be other times for us to speak. Thanks, Kevin.
So, you already. You see that, right? Trump already got some type of sneaker deal out. You feel me? I think one of them sneakers like $399. You know, a lot of people gonna buy them because they gonna try to support Donald Trump. You feel me? Yeah, they gonna definitely try to support Donald Trump from all this bull crap that's been going on with the state of New York, because the people don't like what's going on. Because right now you got even the truckers boycotting the state of New York. In a few weeks to a month, the state of New York gonna be in crisis. The governor, they gonna feel it. Chuck Schumer, oh, you already know he hated Trump a lot from day one. You feel me? So they gonna feel it. They gonna feel it for all the bad choices that they just did. Because you hate somebody, you did this. You use this, just basically using your own power to do what y'all just did. You team up with the judge and the district attorney, the general, whatever they claim to be, and did what y'all did to the former president. But time will tell. Time will tell. Y'all better pray this man don't become the president again. Because everybody that's going around and trying to prison this man, trying to take away all this man money, but he way smarter than y'all. He just like the cigarette company when y'all sue the cigarette company when y'all already know cigarette kills, but y'all let the cigarette company get away with it for years until y'all decided y'all wanted some money. Y'all sue the cigarette company. What the cigarette company did, raise the price of their cigarette, and it's still the smokers is paid for all that money you sue them for. So what Trump did, come out with the sneakers, and all the people that support Trump, most of them, they gonna buy that sneaker. He gonna earn all that money y'all trying to get, and y'all cannot touch him. Cannot touch him. So I appreciate y'all watching this. If y'all get to this far, like this video, share this video. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend what's going on, and make sure y'all share this video for real, and like the video and subscribe if you haven't as yet, my good people. So peace and love, and we are up out of here.